Hi, I'm Dana. Welcome to this week's video. Today I want to talk about sleep props, and I want to help you identify what your child's sleep prop is. Now, if you haven't heard, and I'm sure you have, and you don't know what a sleep prop is yet, let me take a second and tell you. It's really anything that your baby or child thinks they need in order for sleep to come, right? It's very simple. And some of us adults have sleep props. You know, if you tell yourself, I can't sleep unless those earplugs are in my ears, then that's your sleep prop. But let's have a look at why it's problematic for babies. So if I'm a baby and I learn that I fall asleep with a bottle in my mouth, that's what I do every nap time, I do it at bedtime, I do it through the night, then the bottle becomes a sleep prop in the sense that it's not just food, it's also for sleep. And that can happen with breastfeeding as well, that it becomes double duty. And now it has two jobs instead of just one. And so every time that baby has a naturally occurring wake up in the night, they are most likely going to need you or think they need you to come in and recreate everything that happened at bedtime that got them to sleep in the first place. Okay, let that sink in a little bit. So it's the vehicle basically that takes them on their journey into sleep. And so they are ill-equipped in the middle of the night to get back to sleep without their prop because they don't know how. They do it this way every single time, and that's why, you know, you're in there 4 times a night feeding your 12-month-old. It's the prop. Okay, so here's a few of the most popular sleep props. Bottle feeding to sleep, breastfeeding to sleep, rocking to sleep, pacifiers to sleep, and sometimes motion sleep. A lot of people email me and tell me, you know, a bit abashedly that they put their baby to sleep in the swing every night. That's where baby sleeps, because it's that the movement is basically the sleep prop. So I want you to sit down and I want you to write out all the things that you think might be your baby's sleep prop. And here's another little tip for you. Most babies have more than one, right? Usually there's the number one way, which let's just say it's bottle feeding. But sometimes that might not work. And babies get a little confused sometimes. Sometimes the bottle works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I rock her, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I give her the pacifier and that helps. So I find that most babies have a primary sleep prop and then they have a couple of secondaries. So you really need to identify all of them, right? Because we don't want to confuse babies. We want babies to know that every time I get into this crib, I do these things for myself that help me get to sleep, and I do it every time, and I do it all night long, and I do it for naps as well. And then they become really 100% clear on how they get themselves to sleep. And it's really such a beautiful thing when a child has the ability to sleep prop-free and can take full mastery over their sleep and do it independently without a lot of fuss or bother from you. It's a beautiful day when that arrives, and it really can, and it does happen. And so I want to encourage you to identify those props and then start taking some steps to eliminating them. And that's when you might want to check out the Sleep Sense program. It's going to give you a really clear step-by-step guide on how to break those props and say goodbye to them once and for all. Thanks for watching here today. Sleep well.